Hi again. We've got Storm Floris on the way on Monday, and that's expected to bring some disruptive wind and rain across the more northern parts of the UK in particular. But it's a fine end to Saturday for many of us. We've seen some sunshine in many places today, and that sunshine will lead to fairly lengthy clear skies developing as we go through this evening and overnight across England and Wales. Further north and west, though, a different story, turning much cloudier and damper. Outbreaks of rain spreading in from the Atlantic, and some of those outbreaks of rain will be fairly heavy. There'll also be some areas of low clouds, so turning quite misty and murky over the high ground, and even around some coasts as well, we'll start to see it turning quite misty as well. But out towards the north and the west, it's going to be a very mild and increasingly humid night, so temperatures 15 to 17 degrees by the end of the night, so very much milder than last night. Down across the south and the east, though, underneath those clearer skies, well, it might well get down to 8 or 9 in some rural spots. It does mean, though, across the south and the east of England, we will get away with a bright start to the day on Sunday. Quite a bit of sunshine first thing, so do make the most of that. Further north and west, though, much cloudier conditions, outbreaks of rain spreading their way slowly and erratically southeastwards. Still a few heavier bursts here and there, but much of the rain petering out by the time it gets to the south. And out towards the north and the west of the UK, lots of brighter skies following, so some sunny periods and just 1 or 2 showers here and there. There may well just be 1 or 2 slightly heavier showers across northeastern parts of Scotland and maybe northeast England through the afternoon, and there's a small chance of the odd rumble of thunder too. But in terms of our temperatures, actually around average for the time of year, feeling pretty humid in the south with highs of 23 or 24 in some places, and despite somewhat more in the way of a breeze across the north, with the sunshine it should feel pleasantly warm. Now, as we go through Sunday, we are turning our attention out towards Storm Floris. Here it is in the mid-Atlantic, and this is the jet stream, this fast-moving ribbon of air high up in the atmosphere, and that's going to really help to fuel and develop Storm Floris as we go through Sunday night and into Monday. So a very deep, unusually deep area of low pressure expected for the time of year by Monday, so some unseasonably strong winds are expected. But back to Sunday evening, though, and still a few dribs and drabs of rain across the very far south to clear away. Then a drier and clearer interlude for many. But here comes the rain associated with Storm Floris, so bringing a much wetter and windier end to the night across Northern Ireland and western Scotland. But Storm Floris will actually bring some pretty mild air, so temperatures once again not falling below the teens Celsius out towards the west, and only a little bit cooler elsewhere too. So for Monday then, we are going to see quite a bit of wet weather, but it's the winds that are the main concern. So a warning already in place for strong winds across more northern parts of the UK on Monday. We could potentially see gusts of wind up to 85 miles per hour in parts of Scotland and exposed areas, and that's going to lead to some power interruptions, some travel disruption, and we'll also see large waves and also some heavy rain. So especially across northern Scotland, some flooding is potentially possible. So do keep an eye on the forecast and the warnings over the next few days. Here comes the rain as we go through the course of Monday. Those bright colours indicating the intensity to the rain, particularly across Scotland and more northern areas. But even in the south, there'll be some outbreaks of rain later in the day for many of us. Quite a mild, if not fairly warm picture in the south, though. Highs of 23 to 25 in the southeast of England. Feeling much more unpleasant, though, across the north. Despite temperatures of 18 to 20 degrees, those strong winds will make it feel quite cool. So do keep in touch with the warnings on our website and our app over the next few days. I am expecting some updates to those, and make sure you're following us on our social media channels so that you never miss any updates. I'll see you again very soon.